What's up, everybody? Just want to share an experience that I've been dealing with, and it's actually an experience that I've dealt with on several occasions. And I just want to say, man, encourage you, not to run from therapy, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean when I say that is, a lot of us get to a point in our life where we're used to feeling a certain kind of way to the point where we feel like that's normal. A lot of people deal with depression, a lot of people deal with anxiety, a lot of people deal with a different traumatic experience that they may have dealt with, and they keep it to themselves. And the only way that you're able to break free from those traumatic experiences that you may have experienced, that you're keeping to yourself, that anxiety, that depression, that you continue to just think that it's a normal thing. We get so used to it. Don't run from therapy. Get you a therapist. That's the only way to face those deficiencies head on, to get on the other side and truly be happy and get to having some sort of balance in your life. I'm not saying you're just supposed to be happy all the time, because we're human and we have feelings, and you're supposed to allow yourself to feel. But when you're only feeling that particular way, you're always feeling depressed, that's not normal. You always have anxiety, that's not normal. You're always sad, that's not normal. You know what I mean? So in order to really get on the other side and be a better person and heal, I encourage you to go see a therapist. Find you a good therapist who you can be very transparent with, and look yourself in the mirror and face those deficiencies head on. I'll never forget, I was working in the oil and gas industry for about 5 years, and I just know I was always stressed because the work didn't stop. I couldn't vacation because my mind is wondering about how much work I'm gonna have when I come back. You know what I mean? It was just an unhealthy environment for me. But I didn't realize that until I left the company. Once I left the company, maybe 2 months after, I realized how stressed I was, because at that moment I wasn't stressed. And that changed my life. It gave me a new perspective. It taught me how I want to live the rest of my life. And that's something that I vowed to myself to never experience again, to never just allow an environment to stress me out the way it did. There were no days off. So, I mean, even me, in the stage of my life, I transitioned, I left Houston. I was going through a divorce. I started a new job. I moved to Austin, and I didn't have any family or friends out here. Even though it's only 2 hours away, I was still here alone. The transition alone wasn't easy. I'm working for this great place, but I wasn't completely happy. I deal with very high levels of anxiety. And, after about 3 or 4 months, I was like, man, I got to get a hold on it. And I got me a therapist. And the moment I got me a therapist, I was able to unpack all of that stuff and get some sort of balance in my life. And I've never felt better. I have learned the tools to, I've equipped myself with the tools to always be in control of those situations. If I feel like if I'm dealing with some anxiety, I know how to deal with it. If I'm dealing with some, being sad or depressed, I know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing that I learned. It made me a better person. But you have to be willing to look in the mirror, be transparent with your therapist, and be open and receptive to the information that they're sharing with you as well. Don't run from therapy, man. It's changed my life. For me, this is my 3rd time in my life getting therapy. You know what I'm saying? I got it 2 times before when I was in undergrad, and that's why I learned that it works. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I'm not ashamed to share that story with anybody. I encourage anybody, if you feel stuck or lost and you're not sure how to deal with certain things, go talk to somebody, man. Go talk to somebody. It will change your life for the better. All right? My 2 cents.